What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and today we've got to talk about what's going on in the stock market because things are actually looking pretty darn good, which is a pleasant surprise. We haven't seen this kind of thing the past couple of days, and the past couple of months have really been pretty darn bearish for the stock market. I mean, stocks have been doing pretty darn poorly, but now we're finally starting to see some green. Very exciting stuff in the S&P today. We're up about 2.5% in the S&P and 3% in the QQQ, which is tracking more tech-heavy stocks. And you guys can see this market map. It looks very green, even when you go to check out the full market map, looking at not just larger market cap stocks, but even smaller market cap stocks are doing exceptionally well. Things are looking pretty darn good. Now, this is especially good considering what we heard yesterday at the Federal Reserve's FOMC meeting minutes, okay? They released some meeting minutes, and they actually had a pretty hawkish stance in these meeting minutes. I mean, they talked about their goal to raise the target range for the federal funds rate to 1%, and they anticipate that more increases would be appropriate. And they also decided to begin reducing their holdings of Treasury securities, essentially reducing the size of their balance sheet, taking money out of the economy. But the thing to realize is that there's already been so much money pumped into the economy over the past couple of years. I mean, monumental amounts of money, that what the Fed is doing at this moment isn't actually going to make that much of a difference, right? It's a drop in the bucket what they're taking out regarding what they've already put in. And you can see that stocks, unfortunately, at the moment aren't reflecting that. But the reality is, when you look at, say, all the stocks in the stock market, right? Say all the stocks in the stock market would fit inside this box. All the shares would fit inside this box. This has essentially stayed the same over the past couple of years. I mean, maybe some more companies have come on the market. Maybe there have been some additional asset classes like crypto that people can put their money into or whatever. But for the most part, it's stayed relatively the same. Maybe it's grown just a little bit. But what's happened with the money supply, when you look at the money supply, is say this is what it was in 2019. The money supply has absolutely gone berserk. And we have so much more money now than we did in 2019 that people have a lot more to spend on assets, to spend on stocks and crypto and real estate. And right now, I'll admit, the stock market has not been doing too good because of all the fear out there, but it's certainly not due to a lack of actual money. I mean, there is so much more money in circulation now than there was about 3 years ago, that this is probably just a blip in the radar, right? If you actually look at the long term, we're probably going to see much higher moves up in the stock market. I mean, this is certainly a little bit of fear that people are experiencing. A lot of it due to what's going on in Russia and Ukraine. A lot of it mistakenly due to fears regarding inflation, which is actually very bullish for stocks. When you see big inflation, when you see the value of the dollar decreasing, that decreases the dollar's purchasing power, not just in terms of everyday goods, but in terms of stocks as well, which is what I expect we'll see later this year, and for the next couple of years, we'll probably see it. But also, a lot of stocks have been moving down, unfortunately. I once again think it's just a blip in the radar. I think that this is still a great buying opportunity. Very fortunately for us right now, we're seeing a bounce off of 400 on the SPY. So potentially that's going to be a turning around point for us. I mean, things at the moment are certainly looking very good. It looks like if we continue as we have been this week, we'll be breaking, I think, an 8-week losing streak. I mean, it's not been a great market, I will admit, the past couple of weeks, the past couple of months. But finally, it looks like things might be starting to turn around, and this is especially good considering the fact that we did get some bearish news from the Fed. Technically, right? It's bearish news, but all in all, regarding the whole economic situation, stocks, in my opinion, are quite undervalued, especially smaller market cap stocks. And in the future, I will be making some videos explaining which stocks in particular I feel are particularly undervalued, although today I don't actually have that much time. I actually have to be somewhere real quick. So that's what we've got for today's video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. And other than that, guys, hopefully you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.